In this video, we'll take a look at a 3-note per string minor pentatonic lick that you could pick, play legato. In either case, it will definitely help your left hand stretch and reach. Let's check it out. This lick is based in E minor pentatonic using a 3-note per string format, which is actually fairly common. I got this sort of idea from listening to what I would call the Texas legato guys. So Rusty Cooley, Scott and Brett Stein, Derek Taylor, they all seem to do some sort of variation of this lick, and I have a feeling that's probably where I got it from. So the basic idea here is we're going to start on the A string, starting at the 7th fret, which is E. The 10th fret will be done with a ring finger, that'll be G, and we've got A at the 12th fret. All of a sudden, we have ourselves 3 notes of the minor pentatonic scale on a single string, and we're going to shift. From there, we're going to skip a string. We're going to go to the 3rd string, 7th fret, which will be D. We'll have E at the 9th fret and G at the 12th. Be sure that when you do the 5th string notes, that the middle note, the G in this case, is done with your ring finger at the 10th fret, so that when you go to the 3rd string, you can have a separate finger schematic, so that your middle finger will take care of the note, the 9th fret. I see some players try to use the middle finger for both the 9th and the 10th fret, and initially when playing it slow, it might be okay, but when you speed it up, you're going to appreciate each finger having its own job, so to speak. So I would integrate that as soon as you can. So we have E, G, and A on the 5th string. Then we're going to the 3rd string and we're doing D, E, G, back to E, back to D. So that would complete one round of the ascending version of this lick. So it's an 8-note idea before it repeats. And one way to look at it is you're going to have 3 notes on one string, and technically speaking, 5 notes on the next string. And that is going to repeat itself when we go into the next octave. The next octave is going to have us move from D on the 7th fret, 3rd string, to E. And since we began on E in our first version of this, this is literally just going to repeat itself up an octave. So E, G at the 12th, A at the 14th, all on the G string. And then due to the tuning difference between strings 2 and 3, we're going to have to shift up a fret to do the next part involving D, E, and G, all on the 1st string, on the E string. And following the order of things as they happen in the last octave, we're going to have E, G, A. And then when we get to the 1st string, we're going to ascend D, E, G, and then back down to D, back down to E, then D. So both octaves are basically the same. The 2nd octave, we're going to have to shift up 1 fret, and that'll be the only difference. The second half of this, we're going to descend. Generally speaking, we're going to descend. But the order of things is going to flip from what it was before. Before we had 3 notes, then 5 notes, ascending and descending, 3 notes, ascending, 5 notes, ascending and descending. Now we're going to flip that. We're going to do the 5 notes, ascending and descending right away. And that's going to occur starting on the 12th fret, E string on E. We're going to do E, G at the 15th, A at the 17th, and then back down. Then when we go to the G string, we're going to play B at the 16th, A at the 14th, G at the 12th, and that'll be our 3 notes. So instead of 3, 5, 3, 5 as we did ascending, we're kind of flipping the order. We're going to do 5, 3, 5, 3. And for the descending portion of that, the first 5, 3 will be this. Then, just like we did last time, we're going to move that down an octave. So we're going to stay on the G string. We're going to move to the 7th fret. Sorry, that's the 9th fret. The 9th fret, E, we're going to do E, G, A, G, E, or 9, 12, 14, 12, 9. We're going to wrap up by going to the A string, and we're going to do our 3 notes, B at the 14, A at the 12th, and G at the 10th. And that's going to bring us back home to the 7th fret if we care to repeat it, or we could go wherever we want from there. So here's the whole lick in half. So we're going to do the ascending part. Then the descending part starts in the 12th fret, and we're going to do as mentioned in the intro, this sort of idea can be performed either picking every note or legato, and I'd actually recommend working on both separately. After you can integrate both together, do one legato, one picked, one legato, one picked.